to you for sparing your highly valuable time for us. I know how important is the time of a Vice Chancellor and that to a traditional university, and yet you have been so kind and so gracious to spare your valuable time for us. We are grateful to you.
Sir, with your kind permission, if you permit, we'll start formally with the inaugural ceremony.
Yes, please do.
Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Arsh and Shruti.
In wise, in wise words of Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, I quote, "The law is not a respecter of social, economic, or political status, and every litigant who seeks access to justice has to be treated equally." A very warm good morning to one and all. It is a matter of great pleasure to welcome each one of you to our 6th Amity National Moot Court Competition 2023, organized by the Moot Court Society of Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana. We would like to extend a very warm welcome to honorable dignitaries, faculty members, esteemed guests, and our participants present here today for this inaugural ceremony.
We are extremely honored by the presence of our chief guest, Professor Dr. Yogesh Pratap Singh Sir, Vice Chancellor, who has spared his precious time to share with the students his prowess in the field of law and encourage the participants to have a healthy competition and master their practical application of law. Also, it is an immense privilege for us to welcome our esteemed guest of honor, Lieutenant General Parnayak, who has conveyed his warm wishes and valuable insights through a heartfelt video message. Lieutenant General Parnayak's blessings, even in this virtual form, adds a touch of distinction and honor to our gathering. We are also extremely honored to have constant support and guidance from our respected founder president, Ritnan Balved Education Foundation, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, and Chancellor, Amity University, Haryana, Dr. Asim Chauhan. We are also highly elated to have with us our respected Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar, and Director, Amity Law School, Professor Dr. Ajay Kumar Bhatt on this occasion.
Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhana sampada shatru buddhi vinashaya deepajyoti namastate. Saraswati Vandana is a prayer offered to Goddess Saraswati, who is regarded as a deity of knowledge, music, art, wisdom, and learning. The prayer is chanted to seek the blessings of the goddess for success in academics, music, and any other creative pursuits. With that, we would like to inaugurate this competition with Saraswati Vandana. I would now request the IT team to kindly play Saraswati Vandana.
Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya Deepajyotir Namostute Deepajyotir Namostute Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada.
Thank you, team. Amity University, Haryana is a part of Amity Universe and has been established under the aegis of Ritanand Balved Education Foundation, a non-profit education trust under which all Amity institutions are running. The university has a vision to develop as a full industry integrated university, providing a global platform for nurturing talent. The advantageous location of Amity University, Gurugram, is in the close proximity of the major corporate hub, guarantees ample opportunities to Amityans in terms of industries, interaction, and job prospects. In these few years after its establishment, Amity Law School has come alive with creativity and ingenuity. The vision of Amity Law School Haryana is to strive to be a leading institute recognized internationally and known for its socially relevant legal research and education. Research and innovation is a way of life here, focusing on practical learning through real life projects and endeavoring towards a comprehensive development of its students. The values of Amity Law School are fully aligned with those of the university with a view to create a culture that reflects the values of social justice and excellence, and by giving opportunities to the students by regularly conducting legal aid clinics, conferences, moot courts, seminars, and guest lecture series. It gives me immense pleasure to announce that Amity Law School Haryana has also been 23 in NIRF 2023 and 34 in MDRA India Today 2023 ranking.
Mooting is a specialized application of the art of persuasive advocacy and provides law students a valuable opportunity to own both their written and oral advocacy skills in the competitive field of litigation. Realizing the value of moot courts, the Moot Court Society of Amity Law School, Haryana, always works through the combined efforts of exceptionally competent faculty as well as the enthusiastic students and organizes various competitions to brush up the practical knowledge in the field of law in the students. The efforts of the society are channelized towards grooming the law students to make them fit for the legal world. It provides them with the opportunity to get trained at working in teams by giving different challenges in order to mold their attitude and personalities and prepare them to face life situations gracefully. Amity Law School has successfully organized 5 highly anticipated and prestigious national moot court competitions, which were inaugurated by the revered and esteemed dignitaries such as Honorable Shri Justice Deepak Mishra, former Chief Justice of India, and Honorable Shri Justice A.K. Patnaik, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, Governor of Uttarakhand, and others. Furthermore, the valedictory ceremonies were chaired by distinguished and accomplished dignitaries such as Honorable Justice Swatantra Kumar, former Chairperson, NGT, Shri Suresh Chandra, Information Commissioner of the Central Information Commission and former Law Secretary of the Government of India, Colonel R. Balasubramanian, former ASG, and Professor Balraj Chauhan, among others. This time, the organizing committee of the competition strives to successfully organize the 6th Amity National Moot Court Competition 2023. And this event will be another milestone for law school as well as the university.
6th Amity National Moot Court Competition is a simulation based on the leading issue emerging at the national level that are encountering rampant occurrence in today's world. The event aims to instill confidence in students and motivate them to overcome the ongoing crisis by exploring all the dimensions in the legal world. The competition confers a unique opportunity for the participants to understand the various conducts, procedures, and application of national law, along with the opportunity to hone courtroom manner and etiquette. Furthermore, we also take this liberty to thank our knowledge partners, EDC and SCC Online, our education partner, Legal Bytes, and our sponsors, Pahuja Law Academy, Shivalik Housing, and Nihal Associates, who have supported our efforts to make this competition a success.
I am pleased to now invite respected Dr. Pranshul Pathak, esteemed coordinator of Amity Law School, to grace our gathering and deliver his welcome address.
Thank you, Arsh. Good morning to one and all present in this inaugural ceremony of 6th National Moot Court Competition 2023. On behalf of Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana, I extend a very warm welcome to each of you. It's a matter of immense pleasure for us that this inaugural ceremony is blessed by the gracious presence of our esteemed dignitaries, including our chief guest, Dr. Yogen Pratap Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor of National Law University, Tripura, Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Haryana, Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar Sir, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Haryana, Rear Admiral K.K. Pandey Sir, Director, Human Resources, Amity University, Haryana, all deans, directors, faculty members of various institutes established under the aegis of Amity University, Haryana, who have joined us online through this virtual platform. We wholeheartedly welcome you all, sir, and we firmly believe that your presence itself is going to work as a motivational force for all the participants. At Amity Law School, sir, it's our unwavering commitment, which is to nurture our students and equip them with invaluable skills of advocacy through hands-on practical experiences. As we stand at the commencing point of our next season for this exciting journey of organizing moot court competition, it is worth reflecting on the significance which these competitions hold in the landscape of legal education. It equips the participant with the skill and confidence necessary to excel in the legal profession and hones their ability to think critically, research meticulously, and present oneself persuasively. To all the participants who have joined us from reputed center of legal education from every nook and corner of the country, I appreciate you all for your dedication, hard work, and passion toward the legal studies. I firmly believe that you have spent countless hours researching, preparing, and refining your contentions and arguments, and now it is your time to shine. Embrace this competition as an opportunity to learn, grow, and challenge yourself. Remember that winning is not the only measure to define success. The knowledge and experiences which you are going to get from this place, from this competition, we firmly believe that it is surely going to serve you in all your future endeavors and your legal career. We desire that each of you must reflect the true competitive spirit throughout this competition. So without wasting time, let us start celebrating the pursuit of knowledge and justice. I wish the very best to all the participants. Thank you so much. Over to you, Harsh.
Thank you so much for your wise words, sir.
Amity Law School's cultural group named Law Wale has prepared a movie depicting a moot proposition. Now, I would like to request IT team to play the movie.
The Republic of Eloria holds the world's largest population, priding itself to be the most populous country. Principles such as equality, liberty, and fraternity have been embedded in the Constitution of Republic of Eloria. Its constitution also guarantees certain sacred, non-negotiable fundamental rights, such as right to equality, right to freedom of speech and expression, and right to personal beliefs. The Republic of Eloria is a patriarchal society, with men constituting around 57% of the total population. It gained its independence in 1947 from its colonizers, and many women and men were involved in the freedom struggle. But the role of women in the freedom struggle is often downplayed and not as much glorified as their male counterparts.
Due to the prevalence of strong and deep-rooted religious and cultural practices and beliefs, women have been sequestered from public spaces. Even after 76 years of independence, female infanticide and girl-child marriages are very commonplace. Crimes like sexual harassment and rape are very high, and women employment rate is abysmally low. Equality and empowerment of women is still a far cry.
Miss Jessica, granddaughter of a female freedom fighter, Srimati Raksha Devi, has been a flag bearer of women's rights. She has led the movement for entry of women into the religious institutions and the fight to decriminalize adultery. This further contributed to her popularity and presence among people, and very soon she became the first woman leader of opposition in parliament, in a country where high constitutional offices have been only held by men. She has organized various campaigns to further the cause of women empowerment and bring about gender equality in the society.
Even after 7.5 decades of independence in this country, एक औरत का अपने ही शरीर पर क्यों कोई अधिकार नहीं है? एक औरत अपने ही विवाहित जीवन में अपनों के द्वारा शोषित की जाती है। ऐसे घिनौने कार्यों को हम अपनी सामाजिक और सांस्कृतिक पर्दे से ढक रहे हैं, संविधान के साथ खिलवाड़ कर रहे हैं। This is the right time to put an end to the suffering and violence inflicted upon married women. This bill shall criminalize non-consensual sexual intercourse within a wedlock.
ये बिल कुछ नहीं, बस एक माध्यम है जो हम पुरुषों को उत्पीड़ित करने के लिए बनाया गया है। मैं और मेरी पार्टी इस बिल की कड़ी निंदा करते हैं।
To the dismay of Miss Jessica, the bill was not passed in the parliament, and Miss Jessica then approached the High Court challenging the constitutional validity of Exception 2 of Section 375 of the Eloria Penal Code 1860.
The impugned provision is constitutionally valid, and the sole purpose of criminalizing such an act belongs to the domain of the parliament, and thus this appeal is rejected.
इस पल की बड़ी खबर ये आ रही है कि आजकल चर्चा में रहने वाली जेसिका जी की अपील हाई कोर्ट ने खारिज कर दी है। तो आइए आप लोगों को ले चलते हैं हमारे संवाददाता राजीव कुमार जी के पास, जो इस समय हाई कोर्ट के बाहर मौजूद हैं।
धन्यवाद अंजना। जैसे आप सभी जानते हैं, जेसिका जी के अपील को हाई कोर्ट ने खारिज कर दिया गया है। आइए जानते हैं रूलिंग पार्टी के नेता का इसमें क्या कहना है।
हमें तो पता ही था यही होना है। हम हाई कोर्ट के फैसले से बिल्कुल सहमत हैं। हमें ये बिल हमारी मानसिकता के बिल्कुल विपरीत लगा था, तभी हमने इसका पार्लियामेंट में भी विरोध करा गया था।
जेसिका जी, आपका इस कोर्ट पे क्या कहना है?
देखिए, ये संघर्ष अभी समाप्त नहीं हुआ है। मैं हाई कोर्ट के फैसले के विरुद्ध हूँ। मैं सर्वोच्च न्यायालय में स्पेशल लीव पिटीशन फाइल करूंगी।
हम लड़ेंगे।
With general elections due next year, all political parties were gearing up for the upcoming elections. Miss Jessica too started campaigning from city to city, and she became more vocal in her criticism of the government on this issue.
Within a short period of time, Miss Jessica's popularity skyrocketed among the young voters, especially women voters. Everywhere she went for campaigning, she drew large crowds, to the extent of causing law and order issues at times. Many of her supporters called her as the last hope and the Iron Woman of Eloria. The polls conducted by various pollsters and news channels predicted that Miss Jessica had an upper hand over all her rivals, and she was being projected as the next Prime Minister of Eloria.
आज की रैली की सारी तैयारियां हो गई?
जी मैम, पोस्टर्स बंटवा दिए, होर्डिंग्स लिखवा दिए। अगर और कुछ रहता तो आप बता दीजिए।
नहीं, बिल्कुल ठीक। याद रखना, आज का मेरा ये संदेश हर नारी के समक्ष पहुंचना चाहिए।
जी मैम, आप निश्चिंत रहिए, हमने सारे काम कर दिए।
चलो।
1 2 3 4 जेसिका जी की जय जयकार। 1 2 3 4 जेसिका जी की जय जयकार।
Bodily autonomy is our birthright and we shall have it. Our rights cannot be sacrificed at the altar of cultural and religious practices. मौजूदा सरकार महिलाओं के प्रति अपनी विचारधारा में कोई परिवर्तन नहीं लाना चाहती। ये उनकी स्त्री दूषी मानसिकता को दर्शाता है। इन मौजूदा सत्ताधारी पुरुषों को ये बात याद होनी चाहिए कि जब जब एक औरत के सम्मान के साथ खिलवाड़ हुआ है, तब तब महाभारत छिड़ी है। अगर ये लोग अपने तौर तरीकों में कोई बदलाव नहीं लाना चाहते, तो ये समझ लें कि इनका भी वही अंजाम होगा जो कौरवों का हुआ था। जो पुरुष महिलाओं के अधिकारों के विरुद्ध हैं, वो ये याद रखें कि लड़ेंगे उनकी मानसिकता के खिलाफ, उनके विचारधारा के खिलाफ, उनकी तुष्टीकरण, उनकी राजनीति के खिलाफ। आप लोग ये बात याद रखें, आप अपने बहुमूल्य वोट उन्हीं को दें जो पुरुष और महिलाओं को सामान्य अधिकार दे।
After this speech, there were massive protests in the country and multiple FIRs were registered all over the country under sections 504, 505 and 153A of the Eloria Penal Code 1860. Miss Jessica and her many supporters were detained on the grounds of breach of public order under the National Security Act 1980. Miss Jessica termed the detention as a political persecution and stated that the government was abusing laws to go after her in order to halt the ongoing political campaign. A writ petition challenging the detention and for quashing the FIRs was also filed, as she believed that prima facie no case was made out. The Supreme Court of the Republic of Eloria clubbed the writ petition and the special leave petition filed by Miss Jessica against the judgment of the High Court.
Thank you, team. We would like to extend our welcome to Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Haryana, Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar. Professor Dr. Vikas Madhukar is a specialized in finance and strategy and holds his doctorate in international finance from Kurukshetra University. He is the Dean Faculty of Management Studies, Director of Amity Business School, and also heading the Amity Innovation Incubation, which is supported by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and the MIT 2.0, and leading entrepreneurship and startup initiatives at the university. Dr. Vikas Madhukar has a rich and varied experience of more than 22 years in teaching, training, research, consultancy, and administration. He has produced 10 PhDs and contributed more than 65 research papers in different national and international journals and conferences. He has also authored articles in Times of India and published 5 books on strategy and other management areas. Dr. Vikas Madhukar is the editor-in-chief of Amity Management Analyst, the prestigious biannual refereed journal of Amity Business School, and also heading Center for Financial Analytics. He has implemented several reforms in the area of students enrollment and contributed immensely in implementing various academic and administrative initiatives in key strategic areas of university. A guide and a mentor, he led with collaborative approach and possessed excellent multitasking skills. Now, I kindly invite Sir to address the gathering.
Thank you so much. And first of all, I appreciate the team of students and faculty for crafting and making such a wonderful and meaningful video, which we all have seen just before. So many congratulations to the team, the students and the faculty, those they were involved in making this video. So while I was seeing, I was thinking that why do people go to court? What is the reason, right? See, a person is knocking at the door of court only when he or she gets disappointed from everywhere. And he is knocking at the door of court with a high hopes of justice. And perhaps that's the reason that we call it a temple of justice. So when we call it a temple of justice, therefore, this is the duty of the judiciary to the rise on the occasion and fulfill the aspirations and hope of people, those they are going and knocking at the door. A very good morning to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma, our guest of honor who could not be there. However, we are going to hear him through his video message. Lieutenant General K.T. Patnaik, our chief guest, Yogesh Pratap Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, National Law University, Tripura. Our own Rear Admiral K.K. Pandey, Director HR, Dr. Ajay Bhatt, Director, Amity Law School, Dr. Pranshul Pathak, Coordinator for Law School, my dear all faculty members and all participants of the Moot Court competition, on behalf of our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, on behalf of our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Asim Chauhan, on behalf of our Vice Chancellor, on my personal behalf, and on behalf of entire Amity fraternity, I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you to this 6th Amity National Moot Court competition. First and foremost, I want to commend each and every one of you for having the courage to participate in this intellectually rigorous event, the 6th Moot Court competition. As our student was highlighting that Amity Law School and Amity University, Haryana is known for its focus on achieving academic excellence through excellence in teaching pedagogy and experiential learning and imbibing critical thinking and 21st century skills among the student. And we have just mentioned that our Amity Law School has been ranked 21 in the country by National Indian Ranking Institutional Framework, NIRF 2023. So when we look at the moot court competition, we say that participating in a moot court competition offers you a unique opportunity to apply your legal knowledge, sharpen your advocacy skill, and gain practical courtroom experience. Of course, it is a chance to transact the boundaries of the classroom and delve into the intricate world of legal practice where real life cases are argued, decisions are critically analyzed. And moot court competition allow you to step into the shoes of those influential legal mind, making argument that could potentially shape the future too. Remember, behind every landmark legal decision, there was a team of dedicated individuals who believed in the power of argument and the principles they represented. I know as you prepare for this competition, I urge you to embrace the spirit of teamwork and collaboration, which I feel is very, very important. Moot court is not merely an individual pursuit. It is a collaborative effort that requires the synergy of diverse talent, skills, and perspective. You need to support one another, share your idea, and strive for excellence as a team. And together you can achieve greatness and leave a lasting impact on the competition. This apart from teamwork, resilience and dedication is second important thing, I believe, which is quite important while you are facing challenges in arguing in your moot court competition. The moot court competition can be demanding and intense with long hours of preparation, research, and practice, but hold on to your passion for justice and let it fuel for your determination to carry on even when the going gets tough. Embrace every opportunity for growing and learning. The feedback and critique you receive during the competition are not merely evaluation, but a valuable insight that can shape your legal skills. I advise that you should actively seek constructive criticism, learn from your mistake, and constantly refine your argument. Use every round as a stepping stone towards your personal and professional development. At the end, always remember the importance of professionalism and ethical integrity is quite important. Moot court competition offer you a platform to embrace the highest standard of legal practice, demonstrate respect for your colleagues, opponent, judges, and the court itself. Uphold the principles of fairness, truth, justice in every argument you present. By doing so, you not only enhance your own reputation, but also contribute to the credibility and integrity of the legal profession. I'm sure that this competition is going to provide you a great platform of experiential learning, learning new thing, and make a good addition, value addition to your knowledge and your experience, and help in honing your advocacy and legal skills. Once again, on behalf of entire Amity fraternity, I extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest and all participants and wish all the best in this moot court competition.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating and thought-provoking words.
We are also graced with the presence of Professor Dr. P.B. Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Haryana. Eminent academician, Professor P.B. Sharma, currently the Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Gurugram, has been the founder Vice Chancellor of Delhi Technological University, DTU. Professor Sharma is a former professor of IIT Delhi, former principal of Delhi College of Engineering, and the past president of Association of Indian Universities. A doctorate from the University of Birmingham, UK, Professor Sharma, during his professional career spanning over 53 years, has made distinguished contribution to the growth and development of higher education, path-breaking research and innovations in India. A renowned thought leader, Professor Sharma has immensely contributed to public awakening on various matters, including the need for integrating ethics in science and technology. Recipient of many awards and recognitions, Professor Sharma has been conferred with the honorary degree of Doctor of Engineering by his alma mater, University of Birmingham, in July 2013, and honorary degree of Doctor of Science by Dr. K.N. Modi University in October 2019. A crusader of India's rich cultural, philosophical, science and technology heritage, Dr. Sharma is a leading light of Indian higher education, deeply committed to ushering a new dawn of India's glory in higher education research and innovation. May I now request Sir to please address the gathering.
Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve vadrani pashyanti, ma kaschit dukh bhag bhavet. Namaskar. I feel immensely privileged to extend to you all a very warm welcome and join my Pro-Vice Chancellor in welcoming you to this very important event organized by the Amity Law School of Amity University, Gurugram. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great privilege and honor it is for us to have our highly distinguished guest present with us this morning, Honorable Vice Chancellor of National Law University, our chief guest, Professor Yogendra Pratap Singh Ji, our honored guest, Honorable former Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, Lieutenant General Parnaik Ji, distinguished participants of teams for the 6th National Moot Court Competition, my own members of the faculty, and my own learned student present in great number in the Moot Court hall of our university. I extend to you all a very warm welcome. Let me also derive tremendous amount of pleasure and happiness in saying that our law school over the years has assumed great significance and has accomplished itself as one of the leading schools in our country. It has been rated at rank number 21 in the national NIRF university rankings for the law schools in the top 30 law schools of the country. We feel immensely proud to have highly learned student community who are inspired to take the legal profession so seriously, and they are preparing themselves as the attorneys of the future. We are also very happy that in our university, in our teaching pedagogy and our experimental learning, we were among the first few who experimented with e-court competition through our moot court here in our university, well before the bells of COVID-19 rang to compel us to move in the direction of digitization all the way up to the e-courts of the kind that we have witnessed in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, the context in which the moot court competition of today is being organized is very, very important. We all are aware that our constitution of the country has given us a great privilege to practice some fundamental principles. They begin with saying that justice for all. I have purposely recited, in fact, the mantra in the beginning as a vice chancellor, as a Kulpati of the university, because we belong to a great civilization where no question of man and woman, rather the call is for survey. And that survey not only includes the man and woman, but also all creatures on planet Mother Earth and all that is created by God Almighty as life on the planet. And therefore, our caring concern for planet as well as people covers adequately or amply, or even beyond the normal limits of thinking of the humanity at large, that we are here to establish the principle of justice, of equality, of fraternity to the core of our heart and mind and our soul. And that is why here in this country, we submit to the call of equality of man and woman. Equality not merely of status, but also of opportunity. But we have to ask ourselves whether laws and laws alone can guarantee it and create an equitable society where liberty, justice, and equality would be the hallmark of the society. My own submission to the learned honorable court, moot court, is that laws alone in themselves cannot be the sufficient condition to creating a society of the kind where justice for all, equality of opportunity and equality of status, and fraternity and eternal bonding with Atmita of the kind that we wish to practice in our society today and for the generations to come tomorrow. And therefore, we need to look at the context of the law from the point of view of creating a society where more than words, the practice of these laws would become a natural habit by one and all, no matter at what level of hierarchy they are. And it is this kind of care and concern with which the spiritual civilization of India that sustained the concept of equality, fraternity, and justice for all was in fact practiced by our forefathers. Society and so people in themselves form a very important pillar of strength in creating such a society beyond the rule of the law or those who administer and execute these laws at the ground level. And therefore, in the years to come, we have to see how do we go beyond the laws that we which we formulate with so much care and pains and put them before the people, how to take people themselves on board in establishing the principles of justice, fraternity, and equality of the kind that our Constitution so well guarantees for one and all. And it is in this respect, repeatedly, we have to look at what we do in terms of reforms in our legal system, as well as, in fact, in our preferences to administer the very fundamental principles on which our Constitution is based on. Having said this, let me also say that we are moving into a new world where technology is impacting the behavior of people. It is also compelling us to have an abiding faith in the fundamental and universal principles which were practiced by our forefathers for millions of the years. Truthfulness, for example, which is embodied in our national emblem as Satyamev Jayate Nanratam, today has become a mandate of the digital world, where no amount of untruth can be allowed to go unabated, unnoticed, or even cannot be spared from the punishment of the kind that is reserved for untruth. And that is why our forefathers did not only say Satyamev Jayate, they even said Satyamev Jayate Nanratam. Satyamev Jayate Nanratam. केवल सत्य की विजय ही नहीं, बल्कि असत्य की पराजय निश्चित होती है, ऐसा विश्वास हमारी संस्कृति ने हमको दिया है. Therefore, in this digitized world in which we have entered with courage and conviction and commitment now, we have to prepare a society which will march on the pathways of righteousness, which requires righteous conduct, righteous behavior, responsible behavior, responsibility to purchase what we say and what we do, and responsibility with which we conduct ourselves as individuals, as groups, and as society, as nation, up to the last breath of our life, because no amount of untruth, no amount of wrong can be allowed to go unnoticed today. And that is why the responsibility for preparing a caring and responsible society rests on our shoulders much more than ever before. Laws and implementation of these laws is equally important, but more important is to see that the people of this country understand that the law is for their benefit. We have to go to our society and create a mass movement to say कि कानून का राज आपके हित में है. अगर आप चाहते हो कि अपने मस्तिष्क को ऊंचा रख करके पूरे जीवन जी सको, खुशहाली अपने देश में ला सको, देश का विकास कर सको, और अपने आप को भी मानव के रूप में प्रेजेंट करते हुए अप टू लास्ट ब्रेथ आप सम्मान के साथ जीवित रह सको, तो आपको कानून का पालन करना चाहिए. ऐसा भावना लेकर के हमको जन आंदोलन तैयार करने की आवश्यकता है. And I'm pretty sure the legal luminaries as well as the budding attorneys together can play a great role in this respect. This will cut down the crowds that are currently rushing towards the Honorable Court for Justice. This will also cut down the tremendous amount of burden of work that you have in the courts, honorable courts of law in our country. And this will also give you an opportunity to serve and utilize the profession of law as a privilege to serve and privilege to excel. You would be able to also earn it from the service that you provide, but you will excel and with courage and confidence be part of a society that would be responsible, law-abiding society of the kind that the new world requires. And it is in this context you have to review all aspects, including, in fact, the hue and cry for equality through the laws that we enact in our country. Believe it or not, I am a firm believer of the equality both of status as well as of opportunity. But I also believe that laws alone are not the sufficient condition unless we take the people on board, unless we prepare the society itself to understand the importance of these laws and practice them not as a compulsion, but as a privilege and pleasure every time and all the time, so that the equitable and just society could be the hallmark of the nation. I extend to you my very best wishes for the success of the Moot Court competition and extend to you a warm welcome for participation from all over the India on my personal behalf, on behalf of my Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Sim Chauhanji, and on behalf of my Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, for whom the responsible citizenship and the cause of justice for all is not just merely a thinking, but a mission and a passion with which we are putting together our services in the universities in India and abroad. I also wish to express my profound gratitude to Honorable Lieutenant General, former Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, Lieutenant General Parnaik ji, for his sparing highly valuable time to put together the message so important to be given to our participants right at the opening ceremony of this Moot Court competition. And I'm also equally grateful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor of the National Law University of Tripura, Professor Yogesh Pratap Singh ji, for sparing their highly valuable time and sharing their words of wisdom at the inauguration of the 6th Moot Court competition, so well organized by my learned faculty under the watchful eyes of Dr. Ajay Kumar Bhatt, currently director of our law school, and also with the great support coming from Dr. Pransul Pathak, Dr. Monica Yadav, and other learned faculty members of our university. I look forward to your meaningful deliberations with conscious mind and commitment and conviction to create a law-abiding citizenship in our own nation here, so that we can create layers of prosperity as well as happiness together, rather than mere layers of prosperity with unhappiness and plenty, because we do not accept the truth and we go towards the code where the honorable lordship has to spend a lot of time, and the attorneys have to struggle a lot to establish the truth. Let much of this be accepted right at the ground level, and the burden of work of the Honorable Court is minimized in the years to come. With these prayers, I express my profound happiness in being with you at the inaugural ceremony of the 6th Moot Court competition organized by our prestigious law school. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and motivating words.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with a great honor and enthusiasm that we welcome our guest of honor, Lieutenant General K.T. Parnaik, PVSM, UISM, YSM, who is a retired general officer of the Indian Army and is serving as the governor of Arunachal Pradesh. He is the first person from the Maharashtra who took over as general officer in Northern Command area. Lieutenant General Parnaik sir is also the Joint Managing Director for Defense and Security and member of the board. He has been one of the most respected and dignified generals of Indian Army with over 41 years of experience and domain knowledge, especially in the areas of modernization and transformation. Prior to joining Rolta, Lieutenant General Parnaik sir held a number of leadership positions in field operations and prestigious staff appointments. He commanded the 2 Rajputana Rifles, Rajasthan Sector Udaipur and Jammu and Kashmir, an infantry brigade during Operation Parakar on the line of control, and a mountain division in Sikkim. Before his tenure as Director General of Perspective Planning, the General Officer commanded the Indian Military Training Team IMTRAT in Bhutan and Corps in the Northeast. He has also held various instructional appointments at the Indian Military Academy IMT RAT, and Army War College, Mahao. However, due to unforced circumstances, Sir could not join us today, but have extended his warm wishes through a video message. I would now like to request the IT team to play the video message.
A very good morning to all the guests, participants and students present here today for the 6th Amity National Moot Court Competition. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this initiative taken up by the Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana. Moot court competitions stand as an illustrious statement to the enduring legacy of any esteemed law school. These moot court competitions, held annually, are thoughtfully crafted events that afford aspiring legal scholars from every corner of the nation. Moot court competitions wield a pivotal influence within the realm of legal pedagogy and the cultivation of nascent legal practitioners. These contests furnish aspiring jurisprudential scholars with a singular opportunity to bridge the schism that often separates theoretical erudition from pragmatic application. Through their active engagement in moot court, students do not merely refine their aptitude for advocacy, encompassing the realms of persuasive discourse, legal scholarship, and written articulation, but they also whet the keen edge of their faculties for discernment and innovative problem resolutions. It is a distinguished stage upon which students exhibit their eloquence in advocacy and profound comprehension of jurisprudence. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th Amity National Moot Court Competition emerges as a paragon of prestige, beckoning participants from venerable law institutions spanning the expanse of the nation. The moot problem at hand revolves around a series of pressing and pivotal issues that demand thoughtful discussions and analysis. The problem is crafted to inspire profound contemplation in the minds of students, urging them to delve into significance of these critical issues and engage in meaningful discussions. I am given to understand that a total of 32 teams from law schools across the country are participating in this moot court competition. I am confident that this competition will be a manifestation of the power of youth's intellect, oratory skills, critical thinking, articulation, and knowledge in law. Furthermore, these competitions foster a spirit of collaboration and camaraderie amongst participants, nurturing the vital skills of teamwork and networking that are quintessential in the modern legal milieu. Finally, I congratulate Amity Law School, Amity University, Haryana, for organizing its 6th Amity National Moot Court Competition 2023 and extend my best wishes to all the participants and the organizing members of the competition. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, Honorable Governor, sir. Such a great privilege and honor to hear you and hear your words of wisdom. Thank you so much indeed.
We thank Sir for his warm gesture for our event.
Professor Dr. Yogesh Pratap Singh Sir is currently serving as the Vice Chancellor of National Law University, Tripura. Sir received his LLM from National Law School of India University, NLSIU, Bangalore, and LLB from the University of Allahabad. His doctoral thesis, entitled Contribution of Dissenting Opinions of Indian Supreme Court Judges to the Indian Legal System, a Critical Evaluation, is recognized as a significant contribution to the understanding of voting patterns of judges in the Supreme Court of India. This work was later published as book entitled Judicial Dissent and Indian Supreme Court, Enriching Constitutional Discourse by Thomson Reuters. Honorable Justice Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India, authored a scholastic foreword for the book. Dr. Yogesh Sir participated in the 39th annual session on international human rights law organized by the International Institute of Human Rights, Strasbourg, France. Dr. Yogesh was also part of Setu program in France conducted for university teachers. Dr. Singh served as Deputy Registrar, Research in the Supreme Court of India from May 2016 to October 2018. Dr. Singh worked as Vice Chancellor in charge and the Registrar of the National Law University, Odisha. Professor Singh has presented numerous papers on constitutional, social, and legal issues at various national and international seminars. He constantly writes in the field of law in reputed chronicles, national and international law journals. Dr. Singh also writes for the general public, contributing recurrently to the New Indian Express, the Statesman, the Tribune, Deccan Herald, the Wire, etc. Today, as we welcome Sir, we acknowledge his tireless efforts in shaping our nation's destiny and his enduring dedication to the betterment of society. We eagerly anticipate his wisdom and insights as we gather here today. May I now request Professor Dr. Yogesh Pratap Singh, Sir, to please address the gathering.
Thank you, Harsh. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So a very good morning to all the people. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P.B. Sharma ji, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Madhukar ji, His Excellency Lieutenant General Pranay ji, Honorable Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, for his thought-provoking message, Director, School of Law, faculty members, members of the organizing committee, Moot Court Society, and dear participants. I am grateful to Amity Law School, Haryana, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to see this event organized by Amity Law School. I think everybody would agree that Moot Court is one of the most essential parts of law school education that allows students to participate and to practice their advocacy skill and develop their legal knowledge. We organize various other kinds of competitions like mock trial, moot court, client counseling, to make you a better lawyer to deal with the challenges of the Indian legal system, Indian judicial system. But participating in moot court has numerous benefits for the law students. It provides you an opportunity to develop and practice your legal research skills, your writing skills, your oral advocacy skills. It also allows you to apply your legal knowledge, which you have acquired, learned in the classrooms or in the library, to real world scenarios, and gain experience in making legal arguments before a panel of experts, panel of judges. Therefore, to participate and win a moot court competition, a law student must have a strong legal research and writing skill first. The ability to analyze and apply legal principles to a given set of facts is another important aspect of moot court competition. You must also be able to present your argument clearly and persuasively, because we are part of common law legal system. We inherited adversarial justice delivery system where, and one of the features of adversarial justice delivery system is that it works on precedents. It works on principle of stare decisis, where lawyers have a very prominent role to play. Judges have relatively a passive role. So judges play as active, not active. Judges play as a role of a neutral umpire. And lawyers have a very dominant role to play. And that is why we see how lawyers charge so much fee for one hearing. Because the lawyers, they develop that skill so that they can persuade the judge. They can convince the judge. They can create our civil justice system functions on the balance, on the principle of balance of probability. So you can persuade the judge by giving more weightage to your arguments, more weightage to the evidences which you produce. Or in criminal cases, it functions on the principle called beyond reasonable doubt, beyond any shadow of doubt. You will have to prove, because every person will be presumed innocent until proven guilty. And this burden is so heavy. This burden is on the prosecution, on the state. Even if there is an iota of doubt, that benefit of doubt will go in the favor of the accused, because our system is accused oriented. And there is a reason for that. And what these brilliant and big stalwarts lawyers, they do, they just create people like Ramjit Malani, we have heard the name, or Harish Salve. They create doubt in the minds of the judges. And they charge this high fee, huge fee, only for this, creating a doubt in the minds of the judges, because that doubt will go in the favor of the accused. So that requires a lot of hard work, rigorous work. I always say that law school 5-year course is a 5 years rigorous imprisonment. So if you can give your 5 years to law school completely, if you devote this 5 years, your entire life will be a very fruitful life. So legal research, your writing skills, your persuasive skills, both in writing and oral, that you have to develop. And these moot court competitions will help you to develop all these skills. These competitions involve responding to questions asked from the expert judges. So you also must be able to think on their own feet and respond quickly to the questions posed by the judges clearly and concisely. So immediately you have to find out the answer, clear answer and concise answer. Participating in moot court competitions also fosters the development of critical skills, which is required for a successful legal career. Critical legal thinking, I think, is one of the most important aspect of legal education, which I sometimes feel is critically lacking in our legal education. As a law student, we should not accept what others are arguing, what others are saying, or what High Court is saying. There is no doubt on the fact that law declared by the Supreme Court becomes law of the land. But as a student of law and as a teacher of law, we have this liberty and we have this luxury to raise questions, to criticize the judgments delivered by the Supreme Court. And I always encourage my students to reject, try to find out the fault. Sometimes deliberately I do that, why this judgment is wrong. This is not as per the constitution. This is not as per the law. This is not the true interpretation of the law. Because that critical thinking will give you a different perspective. And that is why my initial interest in reading dissenting opinions of judges. We experimented in law school a practice of teaching called collaborative teaching. So three teachers used to go inside the constitutional law class. One teacher emphasized on the text of the constitution, the provision of the constitution. The other teacher will take up a majority opinion of some landmark cases. He will deliberate on that. And I used to discuss the dissenting aspect, dissenting opinion of the judges. Dissenting opinion, friend, is not law. It is not part of the ratio decidendi. But in spite of that, dissenting opinions play a very, very important role, and dissenting opinions will play a very important role even for the moot court competitions, because in moot court competition, you will not get the liberty to choose that I will argue only for this party and I will not argue. So sometimes you get a case is strong from the side of appellant, but it is weak from the side of respondent. But in moot court competition, you will have to be ready for both the sides. And dissenting opinions will give you that different kind of perspective, different interpretation, which will be required for a mooter. Moot court will also develop analytical thinking, which involves complex legal issues that requires participants to analyze the facts. Yeah? You have to master the facts, the moot proposition. Identify legal issues and formulate coherent arguments. So the ability to think critically and apply legal principle to specific cases is, in my opinion, two most crucial aspect of this exercise of moot court competition. In addition, qualities like teamwork, professionalism, ability to handle pressure, because you have a deadline. And I have seen students preparing for moot court competition day and night in my law school. These skills not only help in winning the moot court competition, but also will prepare you to a successful legal career, because you will get much more pressure in the real life. So this pressure is not very, very high pressure. So when you join the profession, you will get more pressure and more work to handle. So I advise all the students to participate in moot court competitions compulsorily. Some people I have seen, they are not very keen to moot court competition, and they think that no, I will participate in conferences, I will write papers, but appearing and arguing in moot court competitions, they don't feel comfortable. But this is the time when every student, and I have done this exercise in National Law University Odisha, where we have made moot court participation compulsory for all the students, because it builds your confidence as a lawyer. So this culture we have to develop in the law school. I personally did, as I mentioned, I was moot court in charge, I was library in charge, I was registrar, I was, so as a teacher, I was teaching constitutional law, and we teach 2 papers of constitutional law, and I found that in spite of my several requests and repeated requests. The students, they don't read the original cases from the report. In constitutional law, all the students will remember that there are so many landmark cases. And I used to request the students, please read, we'll discuss tomorrow. I used to give even the edited cases, short version of the cases, so that they will not find it difficult to read 200 pages, 300 pages. But in spite of that, I found the students not reading those cases. So then we decided that we will organize moot court, even in constitutional law course, and that too in lieu of the project writing. So every course has a project writing and then presentation and then or viva, whatever. So in place of project writing and viva, we thought that we'll organize moot court competition. And what we did, we selected all the landmark leading cases of constitutional law, like Keshwan and Bharti versus State of Kerala, which nobody reads, 600 pages. Minerva Mills, Menaka Gandhi, S.R. Bommai. So all leading cases we identified and we prepared the team. We allocated these cases. So 5 persons in a team will argue from the side of appellant, and 5 students, other team will argue from the side of the respondent. And the result was surprising. Now the student will have to read. We also requested teachers to sit as a panel member to judge the moot court. So students will have to read, if they not, if at least two, 3 opinions of the judges, because judges write individual opinions in these cases. And that is why the case goes up to 600 pages, 700 pages. So at least 2, 3 judges' opinion they will read, and we saw a surprising results. Surprising results. Now students came prepared, they read Keshwan and Bharti case. We encouraged the students to participate in prestigious national moot court competitions initially, and after 5 years, we encouraged them to participate in prestigious international moot court competitions. And we have several international moot court like Philip Jessup, Henry Dunant, Stetson, William Seavis. And these students, they participated and they did so well that initially National Law University Odisha was known for its moot court results. So this is one exercise, students, where there is nothing to lose. For the sake of formality, in every competition, we decide that this team is declared the winner or this team is runner-up. But in a sense, every team and every student who are participating in the moot court competition, they learn so much from the competition. You gain experience, training in written and oral appellate advocacy. I would suggest that organizing committee should also ensure that each team, after their oral arguments, they should get some kind of feedback from the judges, because these judges, they are, normally we invite people to judge who has previous experience in moot court competitions. So in most of the cases, our alumni who have done well, who have won moot court competitions, so they come and they judge the oral rounds. And then we also invite sometime in the finals and semi-final, the real judges from the High Court or from the subordinate court to judge. So giving feedback is very, very important in my opinion. So this will be one of the learning outcomes. So let judges give feedback on their arguments, on their memorandums which they have submitted, what are the loopholes, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses. So I wish organizing committee a good luck. I was reading the moot court proposition. You have drafted a brilliant proposition, which is of high public importance. It requires critical thinking so that we can have a good law on that matter, on aspect. So I hope all the teams will enjoy this competition, arguing the case. Good luck to all the participants, and good luck to the organizing committee for a grand success. And thank you very much, Amity Law School, Haryana, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for illuminating our minds with your judicious thoughts.
I would now request Director Amity Law School.
Shivani, before you call our director for proposing vote of thanks, Yogesh sir, thank you so much for accepting our invitation and joining us, sir.
My privilege. Thank you so much.
And your suggestion, sir, it's well taken, sir. And just for your information, I want to quote that our final round the previous year and prior when we started the moot court competition with constitutional law flagship, actually our external expert during UGC visit, they suggested us to start a flagship competition. So we opted for constitutional law. And the first flagship competition was the final round was judged by the former Chief Justice of India, Shri Deepak Mishra ji. And may I request the students, those who are in the moot court room, to please stand up and clap for all the participating team and our dignitaries. We have around 250 students gathered in the moot court room, sir. So may I request all of you to please stand up and clap for the dignitaries and the participating teams. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I also suggest that a competition like this and deliberations should be attended by as many students of our own university as possible. They may not be the team members, but the deliberations and discussions will help them to sharpen their own intellect and will sharpen their skills of articulation. It's important for us to articulate our skills of presentation, but at the same time, get invigorated and inspired that ultimately we are here for justice and nothing less than justice. And this justice rests on evidences, it rests on documents, it rests on what is being presented before the Lordship in the court of law. What is not presented cannot be imagined. And therefore, we have to be very careful these days in making presentations of documents and appearances which will help us to thresh out the truth from untruth. Thank you so much, Professor Yogesh Pratap Singh ji, for your highly valuable time. And we are so grateful to you for joining us at this momentous occasion.
I would now request.
I also wanted to give a little bit of homework, in fact, to all the teams beyond the moot court competition, that we must put in our participating universities a small team to work out how our court cases in different categories have escalated during the last 50 years or so, and what can be done now in order to taper down this exponential rise and create that equitable, law-abiding, responsible citizenship where justice for all could be delivered without the delays of the kind that are currently happening because of excessive workload actually in our honorable court. In that context, a lot of critical analysis of the context as well as content would be required. So if that can also be done, we will be able to work out meaningful directions in which now we need to move to create such a law-abiding society in which we want to live. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Director, Amity Law School, Professor Dr. Ajay Kumar Bhatt, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all of you. Now I stand here today on behalf of entire Amity schools and for express of my heartfelt gratitude for your presence and support at the inaugural ceremony. My special gratitude and thanks goes to the esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Yogesh Pratap Singh, Vice Chancellor of the National Law University Tripura, for gracing this occasion with the wisdom and insights. Sir has emphasizes what are the real challenges before the moot court and before the daily practices in the different state of the court of our country. Sir has very rightly observed that student must know all the nuances of the case laws, all the nuances of the enacted laws, and they must go to the practice without knowing the all the jurisprudential and constitutional aspect. They, I think, do not do practice better. I would also like to thank Honorable Governor in his absentia, but his thoughts provoking message to all of us, Lieutenant General K.T. Parnaik, sir. I would also like to thank Honorable Vice Chancellor, visionary philosopher, and educator of Amity University, Haryana. We always be with sir for their words of wisdom, and it always encourages to all of us. I also would like to thank Professor Vice Chancellor Vikas Madhukar sir. He is a very intellectual person, and whenever we required any sort of support in the academics arena, he always provide us a very good support. I also thanks to Director HR, Rear Admiral P.K. Pandey sir, for his valuable assistance whenever we required, and he has graced this event. Thank you, sir. And all your wisdoms, words, encouragements of the Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, and the Chief Guest, they are undoubtedly set the tone for an inspiring and competitive moot court event. I also want to express our deepest appreciation to our judges who have agreed to lend their expertise and time to evaluate the performances of the participating teams. Your dedication to the legal fields is truly commendable, and we are fortunate to have you as an integral part of this competition. To participants, I think the real beneficiary of this event is the participants, the students from the different universities and colleges across the nation. And their passions for law and the council's countless hours of preparation for the event in the quality of your argument and presentation. Your hard work is the cornerstone to this event. We have applaud your dedication to honing your legal skills in this moot court competition. I would like to acknowledge our faculty members and staffs who have worked tirelessly behind this scene to ensure the smooth organization of this competition. It is the teamwork of the students and the one of the most, I think 2 or 3 faculty members, they are spending their day in and day out by their hard work, especially Dr. Ankita Sharma, Neha Mishra, and the team member, especially Bansika Jain and Ananya Gaur. They have done a very remarkable hard work for this events. We are also grateful to our sponsors and partners who have generously supported this event. Your contribution have helped a lot to make this competition in reality. Last but not the least, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you in the audience. Your presence here today signifies your belief in the importance of legal education and moot court completion as a platform for nurturing legal talent. In conclusion, as we embark on this journey of rigorous legal debates and intellectual challenges, let us remember that it is not just about winning or losing, but about the invaluable experience, knowledge, and camaraderie that this competition will foster. Together, we can make this moot court competition a resounding success. So it gives the opportunity to the budding lawyers. What are the skills? What are the requirements of the communication skill, arguing skill, insightful thinking? So this moot court really will be benefited to all these stakeholders, especially the students or budding lawyers of the day. Thank you once again for your support, and I wish all the participants the best of luck in their endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Also, I would like to inform all the participants that there will be a session conducted by SCC online from 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., followed by Pahuja Law Academy from 2:30 p.m. to 2:50 p.m. And links for the same has already been mailed to all the participants. And the researchers test will be conducted from 3 to 4 p.m. Kindly join the respective links at sharp 2:55 p.m. and coordinate with your TRs. And before leaving, I would like to request all the dignitaries and audience to please switch on their cameras so that our IT team can take screenshots for the event. And I would like to request the IT team to please take the screenshots.
Sir, the teams are online and they are visible. So with your permission, we welcome team from GLC Mumbai, DME, Jamia Millia, Law College Dehradun, Christ University Bangalore, KLE Law College, SRM University, Lovely Professional University, Voxen University, USLLS IP University, IILS University, North Bengal University, GD Goenka, Bennett University, Symbiosis Hyderabad, SGT University, Asian Law College, ICFI Hyderabad, UPS Dehradun, StarX, Lloyd Law College, WIPS, NIMS University, Maharaja Agrasen University, Chandigarh Law College, Chetnath University, Chennai, and Jawaharlal Nehru University. We welcome you all participants and have a healthy competition ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, VC sir. Thank you so much, Yogesh sir, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yogesh sir, thank you.
Harsh, can we request dignitaries to leave the meeting?
Yes, sir. I'll just confirm with the IT team if they have taken the screenshots. Thank you everyone for joining this inaugural ceremony. Jai Hind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.